go live with someone button, and it wouldn't let me do like I normally do. So I had to do a restart. It wouldn't let me cancel it. So that's why I'm like, 2 minutes late maybe. But counting. We are here at the market. I'll be here until Monday afternoon probably. Or Sunday afternoon, I mean, not Monday afternoon. I can be here to Monday morning, but I'll leave Sunday afternoon. Hey, Ricky, how we doing? We're all doing pretty good. Yeah. Hey, better late than never. No, it don't open until in the morning. Yeah, only sellers are, and there's only one other seller here right now. But there'd be people after work dropping stuff off, setting up. Between now and in the morning, there'd be a dozen or two sellers come in. Well, Michelle, if I had it, I would. I got to make the $28 up to stay here at the flea market. I do have enough money to get me gas tonight and tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, for the generator, but that's it. Until Friday. Everything will be better Friday. Hey, Mr. Sean, how you doing? Aren't we all? Just barely, but aren't we all? She's getting nuts. Oh yeah, really. Weather-wise, people-wise, everything. Hell, Betty's sitting there chewing on her brother's ear, and he's letting her. And she's letting him. Or he's letting her. And I mean chewing on it. What, are y'all crazy? Tries to chew on my finger. She got sharp teeth. She's sitting there just chewing on his ear like he don't have no feeling in it or nothing. Now it's all soaking wet. Yuck. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Well, there wasn't nothing for me to do this afternoon. After I got everything put away and whatnot, a couple hours after my live, I came over here, parked, watched a little bit of Dangerous Catch. You're crazy. Well, hell, I know I'm crazy. They taught me that back in elementary school. They taught us the song Boom Boom, ain't it great to be crazy? I'll never forget that. Hell, one teacher teaches this song, Boom Boom, ain't it great to be crazy? And other teachers are yelling at you for being crazy. It's like, what the hell? All right, on. And that poor little eyeballs looking right up at me. They're laying under my feet right now. Poor little eyeballs looking up at me. What? What? You're free. Go walk around. What, Daddy? You're free. Go walk around. Oh! Go stretch your legs. They're awful short. You need to stretch them. She loves to get scratched and attention. Oh, if you scratch her butt or rub her belly, she just lay there and let you. Huh, won't you? Yes, she will. She likes loving. Oh, don't you? Oh, she likes loving. Yes, you do. Okay. So does Einstein. Hang on, I gotta read that about Will and yeah, you beat them. Well, they don't give Will a crown. Nope. They don't give Will a crown. I don't know why. He's out of the crown club. we haven't figured out how or why, but yeah, Will could be the only one here and it wouldn't put a crown there. And we haven't figured out why. See, he tried to beat AI one day. And he says, "Watch, I'll take number one." And he started doing a bunch of one-word messages. Maybe he shouldn't have challenged the AI. I don't know. Because I remember we were trying to figure it out. But it didn't get Michelle because Michelle was doing it too. Hey, how you doing, Michelle? You got to do that at will whatever thing. Oh, there he is. Yo, 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 Will. Was your ears burning? Michelle rang. Michelle was conjuring you up, and it worked. It worked pretty good. She's trying to get number one. I don't know if it's the amount of comments or what. I really don't know what determines it. When somebody figures it out, let all the other ones know. Einstein, how did you just put your nose in my shoe there for a minute and like, that's pretty good. And look, make sure he didn't pass out. He stuck his nose right up in my shoe and just inhaling. I'm like, damn, dog. Now Sean's number one. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Will's gotta feel left out. Oh, now Ricky's doing the one word. Hey, I love all of you guys. I love you. This is cool. No. And the funny thing is, Sean ain't doing repeated posts, and he's number one. Hell, another 140 some people. I find out what happens when I hit 1,000 followers on YouTube. Probably nothing special, but maybe to tell me congratulations. Goat head. You trying to call me a goat head there, Mr. Will? Yeah, well, I think, it depends on how many views and all that other stuff. You're probably right. Oh, you hit the wrong button, damn it, man. Shucks. Uh-oh, we got another goat head. A third of them, I can't tell what they are. And they're too damn small on my screen. Well, it says you're number 2. What do you mean you won number 1 back? It says number 2. I can pull up a list. Yeah, you was number 1. Yeah, Sean's won. I don't know who. Oh, there's only three crowns today. There's only 3 crowns today. Sean, Ricky, and Michelle. 1, 2, and 3. Normally, I've seen up to 10 names there before. Wow. Wow. This is one of them lives that people join in, they can't figure it out. They watch for a second and scroll on. Like most of my lives. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to become number 1. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, I'm ready for this time next week. I'll be either in Joplin or Bentonville, but I won't be in Springfield. Don't have to come back here until, well, I don't know if and when they're going to set the second hearing on the first case. I haven't heard on that. I might hear on that Monday, Tuesday. Now, the trial date's December 10th, so they expect me to come back here on December 10th. What do you mean? Next week I have the court hearing for the second store here in Springfield, because there were 2 incidents, 2 different stores. And it's going to be 2 different judges. So we'll see if the second judge is just like the first judge or whatever. You know, I'm not going to judge any courtroom or any judge or anything until I've been in their courtroom, you know what I mean? Hopefully it's a just and fair judge. That would be nice. That would be nice. But now that a few people in Springfield know I'm here and everything, maybe a couple of people come to the courthouse. Now, whether or not I'm allowed to show videos or not, or phone calls, you know, that's up to the judge. I wasn't allowed to at the first one. So, the same thing could happen in the second one. I don't know. All I can do is try. But these 2 cases, the one that I lost and I got the pill thing on, and the one on the 31st, that's nothing compared to the one that's not even filed. See, nothing's been filed about them maliciously prosecuting me for trespassing like they're doing now. They know damn well they lifted a trespass, and none of that should have ever happened. And instead of calling the ticket back and all that, shit, they made me go to court and answer it. And now they're making me come back for a trial. Yeah, it's the same Walmart attorney on the second case, and she filed the same answer. She just wants it dismissed on its merits, or whatever. That I can't basically prove damages. So, but because of that trespass and everything that's involved in this case, why can't I prove damages? Now I have to be here or come back here December 10th because of what they did at that case. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. To say the least. Well, see, that's the absolute truth there, Sean. And you know, discrimination, I think $5,000 is pretty damn cheap to be humiliated and discriminated against. You know? Like they say, how can you put a price on it? Well, they do. They put $1 million prices on it and stuff. So it's not out of line to be asking for $5,000. For the defamation, the slander, and the shit they put me through. Now, if I was asking for $5 million, it might be out of line. But to ask for the court's maximum $5 million, yeah. But hey, it's all whatever's in the judge's head, so. Oh, I'm gonna. Me and Walmart's gonna settle it with or without attorneys. You know, these small claims isn't the point. These small claims just got in between it. I'm going on the first to try and talk to Walmart. If I have to walk back in front of their museum with a sandwich sign, you know, hey, why won't one of your board members or whatever talk to me? What the hell's up? For a month, so be it. Walk in front of the corporate office, whatever. I'll be a figure in that town until they talk to me. And see, that's all I want. If they want to bring their lawyer or something, cool. But I'd like to talk to them and let them know the whole damn story, see their expressions and whatnot. Because I think it's all bullshit. They're kind of like, remember Huntington, West Virginia? They told me when Officer Roach and Sergeant Hash illegally did that search in my vehicle, Huntington, West Virginia pretty much told me to file the tort claim and they wouldn't fight it. But I didn't want the money or the taxpayers' money or nothing. It ain't about money, and it wasn't about money back then. But Walmart, ugh. I don't want to involve a lawyer and file a big giant claim or nothing. In the beginning, It's on tape. All I simply asked for was an apology that I could put on the internet, just like I asked Bryson to do. When he messed with the mission and stuff. That's what I do. You make an apology to me and the other people. See, they're just not disrespecting me. They're disrespecting each and every one of y'all that believe in what I do. Each and every one that signs a petition and is behind me. They disrespect all of us, not just me. It's not me per se. It's what I'm doing, the mission, the cannabis that they don't like. Their best defense about it was, you had a sign that says I don't have or sell weed. Yeah, but that's not soliciting. But they want to keep paying these high-dollar lawyers to come and play around the small claims court with these two cases and whatnot. They can. It's cost a man a lot more than it cost me. This second one, if it don't go, I won't bother filing an appeal or whatever on that one. Probably be a waste of money, just like I got a feeling the first one's going to be a waste of money. But hey, I'm willing. I'm going to try. But I think it's all going to blow on social media here before long, though, first. And I hope that's what it does, the way that they're treating me and everything. And maybe me and Walmart can come to the meeting of the minds and work things out. We'll have to see. I'm still willing. That's why I'm going to go down there. I don't want to drive that 130 miles or whatever back down there, but I will. I'm hoping to do a couple more little shorts on YouTube and stuff that gets a bunch of views. I just haven't done them yet. Like this evening, I'm going to film one and put up. But I'm waiting for kind of towards evening. I want the sun to be down a little bit more. And the LEDs on. Damn it, man, that was good. I got this from Wicked. It's a smoke shop dispensary instead of a regular cannabis dispensary. But they got some pretty good product. And I couldn't afford the real stuff. Well, hell, feels like I've been sitting here for a couple hours and it just now says 30 minutes. Goodness sakes. Somebody say something. I wondered which one would type something first. Thank you. I did. I was sitting right here taking a drink, and the first thought that come into mind is, I wonder which one's going to write something first. Oh, you're starving? I'm not. I've actually made a couple of the processed turkey sliced ham bullshit, you know, that they sell you from Wally World Delivery. I bought 2 1-pound packs of that to live on this weekend, you know, for sandwiches and shit. Actually, I hope it lasts a few days, you know, 4 or 5. Can't make quesadillas. I forgot to get tortillas. But I can make grilled cheese because I did order two loaves of bread. Ham and cheese, or turkey ham and cheese. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. That's what I'll have tonight. Turkey ham and cheese. Ah. Right on. Wow. I used to love KFC, but yeah. Their coleslaw. Oh, their coleslaw. I don't know if I don't know if everything's the same, but their coleslaw used to be the bomb diggity. Wow. That's pretty cool. Well, I can't wait for the sun to continue to go down so it cools off enough to go outside and put a few things outside. Oh yeah, I like Church's, Popeyes, um, huh. Oh yeah, yeah. Their biscuits are great. That's the best thing at Church's. I don't know. I've been to some Bojangles that suck, but I've been to some pretty good Bojangles. And that goes with the other places like McDonald's and shit. I've been to good ones and bad ones. I don't know if they got a Bojangles in Texas or not. You'd have to Google that one. Go to Google Maps and say Bojangles near me, and it'll tell you how many hundreds of miles you are from the nearest one. Huh, right on. Yeah, Will. Yeah, that's just like Bojangles or churches. Yeah. Uh-huh. Man, I'll never forget. I was with Ray Kamick shows, and we did the Houston something and chili cook-off. It was a fair, and I forget it was something and a chili cook-off. Um, I never seen so many porta potty Donigers. That's what we call 'em. I've seen never seen so many portable shitters in my life. They were, I guarantee you, 1,000 porta potties, literally. And after the first day, the day of the chili, whatever, you couldn't find one that didn't just have a big old mountain of. Oh man, never seen nothing like that in my life. It was a rodeo and something. Chili done, yeah. Well, I'm glad we got talking about it because if we hadn't started talking about food and eating, I probably would have just grabbed a little ham, 2 pieces of bread, and ate it and been happy. But now I'm going to actually get the grated cheese out that I was going to make quesadillas with, and I'm going to make a couple grilled cheese. But as soon as it's done, I'm going to spread it apart and throw a slice of ham between them, or that turkey ham shit. That ought to make them good. The only sports I like to watch, and I found that out when I drove a school bus. And that's the kids, the high school kids and stuff that's playing to get their name. Oh man, their practice games and stuff and the games they go to, they're pretty damn good to watch. Because they're trying to build their name at that point. They haven't already built it and don't care. You know what I mean? Those are some good freaking games. Cowboys, I'll be damned. See, I don't keep up with none of that. Oh yeah. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah. You want to come here? Huh? You want to come up here? Want to come up here? You want to come up here, Benny? Oh, I see you pop up. She wants to come up too? Hi, guy. Hi, girl. I love the kisses. Right on, Will. Hi, babies. I had a letter, and then it got lost, where my dad had wrote the president of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in the day, when they was wearing their bright gold uniforms and shit. And he suggested they change colors with the uniforms or whatnot. And they sent him a letter thanking him for his suggestion and all, but I don't think they changed it until a few years later. What you must do? You just want to sucker me into rubbing your tummy for 20 minutes. I know. You just want to sucker me into rubbing your tummy. She likes us. She'll sit there and she'll reach up and give me a kiss. And I'll stop rubbing and she'll reach up and give me a kiss. You don't fool me. You don't fool me. Here, lay by mama. Oh, goodness sakes. I talked to Mr. Doug earlier. He got his tow truck going again, and he seems to be doing all right. Hey, I learned at a very young age of 16 about playing nude volleyball. Lots and lots and lots of fun. Until later that evening when all the game's over and all. And you realize you fried yourself. And for a couple of weeks you're in some pretty extreme pain. You peel in places you never thought you'd peel before. Yeah. Be careful playing nude volleyball. But when you mentioned women in volleyball, you made me think of Black's Beach. That was back first time down in California was at Black's Beach. And that's a swim option beach. I remember out there in San Diego, I went to a couple hockey games with my friends. Oh, I know where you was talking about getting sand. I knew exactly where. Yeah, had so much fun watching them women and stuff. Didn't even think anything about myself and the tan that I was getting. Yeah, I had 2 weeks to remind me of that afterwards. Bad idea to go play nude volleyball. Bad idea. Well, the most exciting thing about hockey is when they punch each other because one cut one off or something, you know? They're always having a fight. Throwing them in the penalty box. I didn't pay no attention to the other guys, because they were, I don't know, 3, 4 guys, 3, 4 women. Yeah, I didn't pay no attention to the other guys. I wasn't, trust me, Sean, at 16, I wasn't there to look at no guys. My eyes was focused on the girls, you know what I mean? So, hell, as long as there's a couple of girls there, I would have cared if there's a dozen guys. They can look too, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't have let that deter me. It was pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah, San Diego. A couple of times went out there to the hockey game in San Diego. uh, Boobies. uh, Watching a jug of water here. I wondered why it was like. It's leaning against the cabinet that the air conditioner's on, and it's vibrating the hell out of it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, good old California. Hell, I'll never forget the first night that we got into San Diego, and we got dropped off at Ocean Beach. Hang on. Oh, I like to watch live and in person, absolutely. But anyhow, when I was 16, I hitchhiked from Sarasota, Florida to San Diego, chasing a girl that I was dating in Sarasota, Florida. And I did find her and all that. Another story, another time, another day. Anyhow, I'm hitchhiking, different things, blah, blah, blah. Ended up getting a hitchhiking partner all around Arizona. We watched each other's back all the way into California. And we catch a ride, and they drop us off at Ocean Beach Pier in San Diego. And I don't know if you've ever been there. It's pretty cool. You got a big long pier. You can go out and it tees off. You got there fishing, whatever. People get lobster, fish, whatever. To the left, you can go down these cliffs and stuff. And you can go quite a ways down and as far as you want, or you think your skill level is. Or on to the right was the beach for miles and miles. And the farther you went, you got to like La Jolla Cove and this, that, and above that, Black's Beach. Now to get to Black's Beach, you could come in like on McCoy Cove or something and follow the beach down a mile or so. Or you had to come and hike down the cliffs to get to it. Couldn't skate worth a shit. I couldn't skate worth a shit. But anyhow, we get out of the truck, and first thing we see is square pan pizza. And we get us, man, I tell you, the best pizza I ever had in my life was on Ocean Beach Pier. Or on the block there of Ocean Beach Pier. The pier had some restaurant stuff on it, but they're not the ones that had the pizza. They were actually on land. So we get us a piece of pizza, and we noticed the block down where the beach is, they have bonfires and stuff, on the beach. So we're like, hey, this is pretty cool. Neither one of us had ever been to California. Right on. And, they were pretty big fires. And we start walking down and to the big first one, and there's like 100 girls, and it's all women around this bonfire. And it's pretty big bonfire in the fire pit. You could see real good and all. And me and him are thinking, we gonna get lucky. California, all these California women and stuff, And the closer we got, the more angry and aggressive the women got, and some clubs started coming out and shit. It was a lesbian convention. And I guess they thought we come to cause trouble or something. We turned around and left. But at age 16, that's the very first thing that I kind of walked up to and on in California was that lesbian convention there in Ocean Beach. Hell, one time we come, a couple years later, Ocean Beach, and duffel bags full of pot washed up on the shore. People were coming down there and grabbing it and whatnot. People were selling what we called seaweed for months. I just sold all that diving gear I had at the flea market. I got certified by John B. Slate back in 1973 at the Boys Clubs of America. I was staying out at the shelter home in Fruitville. That's in Sarasota, Florida. And they had a boys club. And I'd go up to the boys club all the time. And the very first scuba diving, I was either one of three places. The trampoline, the pool, or the wood shop. One of them three places. Every great once in a while, some of the kids sneak out back and go skinny dipping in the pond with friends. But this scuba diving classes come up, and I found out that I could sign up for them, and I did. My checkout dive, my certification dive, was in Weeki Wachee Springs, Crystal River. We went down there. They got little caves and the statue of Jesus and all that. So yeah, I've been certified for many a year. And hell, I used to dive under the shrimp boats and make a ton of money cutting the nets out of the shrimp boats and stuff. My favorite thing, raising sunken boats. Yeah. Do not even what? Oh, surf? No. No, body surfing. Body surfing. But I normally tear up my nipples after a couple times because I don't have a boogie board. But yeah, if I'm out and there's some nice waves, I'll catch one and body surf in like we used to as a child. If you had a skim board, it'd be cool to just a round piece of plywood and throw it in front of you, and where the wave just comes in, you throw it and you jump on it. We used to do that in our yard. We'd get a good rain, and there'd be different puddles, like little miniature lakes in the yard, you might say. And we'd get a piece of plywood, and we would throw that, just haul off running and jump on that sucker, and pretty damn fun. I'm sure you've probably done that shit as a child. That's the only surfing I've done. Surfboard, nope, never even tried to stand up on one. Now, I own a sailboard, a surfing board with a big sail on it. I found that out at the dump when we went to the dump one time, and I brought it back, and the sail was ripped. My brother's wife, whatever she would be to me, sewed it up for me, and I cleaned and painted the board and painted Bart Simpson on the front of it, and put "Don't Have a Cow Man" or something like that on it, and sold it for like $150 at the flea market the next weekend. I never even got a chance to take it out and try and ride it. Shit, now they got this board. It's like a skim board, a little bit bigger than a skim board, a little bit shorter than a surfboard, but it's a hydrofoil. You get down on that, and then you punch this button, and you're like 2 foot off the water. Just the shaft and the propeller is basically in the water. This thing, they look pretty damn cool. But they work on like a hydrofoil design. Lieutenant Dan showed a guy riding one the other day by his boat. It looks cool as hell to ride. I'm sure you'd have to figure it out a few times first. But after that, man, it looks like it'd be a hell of a cool thing to ride. Looks like you're riding a surfboard above the water, you know? Many years back, SeaWorld out in San Diego, I was so disappointed. I applied to get a job working on either the Orca 1 or the Orca 2, but they never, hired me. And I applied to clean the tanks, be a diver and clean the tanks, and they never hired me. But I did get the pleasure of riding, I think it was the Orca 2. One of them. I forget exactly where it was, the 1 or the 2. But they were Old Navy hydrofoils. And they're pretty damn cool. Now they were, of course, refitted and whatnot. And it was just an open deck with like padded bit seats for people to, sit in, half dozen people, rows of people. And you pull out of SeaWorld and you get to San Diego Bay and they open that sucker up. And that thing comes completely out of the water, and just in the front it rides on 2 skis. So you're just skimming the water. You don't have the weight of the big old the boat in the water no more. And you talk about fast. Yeah, them hydrofoils pretty damn quick. We was zipping around San Diego Bay, and then, they kick it down, and you come back down in the water and come back in the dock. Pretty cool. A couple of years later, I guess, I don't know if it was too high maintenance to keep or whatever, but a couple of years after that, I know they shut them down. They got rid of them. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Ricky, I spend most of my I like to try and keep my dives within 1 atmosphere. I never really like going. I definitely didn't like to go to 3 atmospheres. Way too much pressure, and you don't get no bottom time, and to me, it wasn't worth it. But shit, I guess 90% of my diving was probably in 15 feet of water or less. But I made all kinds of money when I was doing it. I'll be damned. Hell, I took my socks off after, I took the flag down and took the posters down and everything, got everything ready, came over here, parked, because I spent about 45 minutes outside in the sun and everything to get ready to move over here and whatnot after that live and all. Plus, I hadn't started the air conditioner today until just about noon anyway, 11 o'clock. Anyhow, when I got parked here, I went and took my socks off, and my feet were wet. I mean, literally, I could see the sweat on my feet. And I'm like, damn. Huh. Right on. Well, they used to like go down to 80 and 90 feet, getting grouper and jewfish or snapper, you know. And that just not for me. I found my pleasure in more shallower water, like raising a sunken boat, when they sink at the harbor. They're in 15 foot of water, 20 foot of water, or whatever. They're not, I wouldn't go raise one in 90 foot of water. No way. If it's over 30 feet, especially nowadays, I wouldn't want to do it. Maybe 35, depending on the price, but definitely not over 35. Oh, we were down in the Keys. Me, my ex-girlfriend, and her two sons at the time, and my daughter, I think, was with us. Pretty sure my daughter was with us. Anyhow, we went down to the Keys, and I took my diving gear, and I have an octopus, two regulators, a backup, basically. And I forget which one. They wanted to go down, with me, and I'd let them trade off here and there, and they go swim beside me, and breathe off the regulator and whatnot. Well, me and one of them, I forget which one, we're swimming along a few feet, and there's just a rock. It's all sandy beach, whatnot, and then there's this rock. And above the rock's like a foot-long barracuda doing his little, and hovering right over the rock. And Jason, it was Jason, because I remember Jason, I'd get his attention to see if he had seen it, and about that time he sees it, and waved. We kind of reached out and waved at it a little bit, and it shot forward just I don't know, 6 or 8 inches, kind of went forward a little bit, and was still hovering. Went to go reach and swat at it again. I don't know, I think Jason, whatever. And that sucker disappeared, and then all of a sudden comes straight back at us. And we hurried up, got out, and was like, damn. But yeah, I was more terrified of barracudas than sharks. Barracuda, they're pretty mean. You got anything shiny, bloody, whatever. Of course, a shark gets you with the blood, but a shark's a nice clean bite. A damn barracuda, man, that's 16 penny nails just ripping it. If I had to take a chance of, swimming across the canal that was sharks over there and barracuda over there, I'm going across the sharks. Yeah, I read that. That's pretty cool. Or that's what I read anyway. Yeah, I mean, I never been to the Cayman Islands. I loved Crystal River, Weeki Springs, all through there, and the Keys, I would love to go to Hawaii, the Bahamas, or any of that. But mine's been limited to the Keys, and I'm thankful for that. Really, really thankful for that. And hell, I guarantee you, even at my old ass age, of course I'd have to shave and whatnot, I could go down and rent a set of dive gear for the day, hit the docks and make $1,000 probably before the day was out. I remember one time I was taking a net out of one of the boats at the dock, and when I arrived, there's the boat to the left of it. There's a boat on both sides of it tied up, and always have someone that that's my dive tender. Their main job is to light me a cigarette and throw it down to me, or help me get my gear on and off. And if a boat's coming, getting ready to move out of the slip on the other side or something, take the hammer and hit the hull. And when I hear the tapping, I'd come up and, hey, what's up? And anyhow, when I go to this boat that I was supposed to meet and cut the net out, when I get down the dock, I noticed the one right before it, they were unloading frozen shrimp. It's what you call a freezer boat. You have ice boats and freezer boats. Ice boats can stay out 3 or 4 days. Freezer boats can stay out a month. Freezer boats, they pick the shrimp, size them, throw them in a bag, throw them in a brine tank that instantly freezes them. Within like 2 minutes, it takes them from out of the ocean to solid frozen, and then they throw them down in the freezer, and it keeps them for a month. Um, Damn, that's pretty good THCA. Now I forgot the whole point of the story. Oh, shrimp boats, feeding. Damn it, I hate when that happens. Um, Damn it, Will, what was the point of the story behind this? What was my point behind this, Riggy? Remind me where I was at. They had something had to lead to it. I have so many different stories and shit in my head that goes through it, like the sunken boats that I raised, this, that, the other, you know. So I have no idea which one I was on. Oh. Oh, the diving. The diving. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. The diving. The diving. Because I told you about the, blah, blah, blah. And when I come up, they were unloading a shrimp boat, a freezer boat. But I got off on to explain it. Thank you. Okay, so I know what's happening over here. This boat over here, there's no crew on it or nothing, so I ain't got to worry about nothing. There's 25 feet of dock before the boats are tied on the other side, so I really ain't got to worry about nothing so far as the boat moving in and out. But, my tender still needs to pay attention. And I go down, and I'm down there about 10, 15 minutes. I come up, get a cigarette, smoke it, go back down another 10 minutes or so, and come up, get a cigarette, smoke it. I'm down a couple minutes, and I hear this ploosh. And I figured out, I thought I knew what it was. And I come up, and sure enough, just as I come up, this lady's saying, you get shrimp, you tie line, you tie line, you get shrimp. And that's what I figured, that they had lost one of the bags while they was transferring it from the boat to the dock cart, that they could take up to their pickup truck. Because I didn't see nobody swimming around or nothing, you know what I mean? I heard the splash. I didn't know if someone had fell in or whatever, but my thought was a bag of shrimp fell in. And sure enough, that's what it was. And I told her, sure, $50. $50, you crazy, you win $50. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no problem, Send one of your people in. Oh, no, I'll give you $20. And I said, no, ma'am. I said, I want $50. Hey, Michelle. Oh, and I can't pay you $50. And these were what we call the turkey. Man, they were big, old, nice shrimp. And an onion sack full. You know what I mean? That was a couple, like $300 bag of shrimp. Easy $300 bag worth of shrimp. Could have got easy $300 for it. Anyhow, she said, no, $50. And I said, that's okay. I will go ahead and grab it myself, and then it's mine. I said, we send somebody down to get it. And she said, okay, I pay. And they tossed me a line, and I went down there, and I tied the line to the bag, and they pulled it up, and she gave me the $50 when I got out of the water. Shit. I wanted that bag of shrimp. But, you know, hey, for 50 bucks, and see, in the summer, that's what I charge for an hour, you know, uh, 50 bucks an hour. Winter was $100 an hour. You want me to come and do a dive? I don't, you know, if it's 5 minutes or an hour, it don't matter. Um, so, 50 bucks, lady. No, no, we don't pay. Oh, Michelle, when I go down and get on the docks, as soon as they see a diver, and captain would come running out of the wheelhouse, and hey man, you check the wheel, or you know, hey, you got time to clean the keel cooler, you know, whatever. I bought a new transducer. Can you help me get it in? Um, and many a time, uh, they just hand me bags and bags of shrimp, Spanish lobster, crabs, fish. They kept me pretty good. They treated me pretty good. I gotta admit, the shrimpers all treated me pretty good. Did I see somebody come in? Hang on a minute. Nope. But it is getting a little dark out there now. Woo-hoo. Damn, I didn't get done what I wanted to do. I may just go ahead and do the video tomorrow that I want to do. Ah, that sucks. But I cut out a lot of seafood. I won't eat crab or shrimp or catfish. And I I mean, I love crab and shrimp, but I love pork too, but I quit eating pork. I just feel a lot more healthier. Even cutting out the crab and the shrimp and stuff, I feel a lot more healthier. I still, for the life of me, can't imagine what possessed someone to open an oyster and suck it down and say, "Yum!" Little better with hot sauce. uh, what you doing, Jackapoo? My old buddy. My old buddy. Jackapoo's still hanging in there, and him and the pups aren't really clashing at all or nothing. He pretty much accept them now. They don't go mess with them. Oh shit. Oh, there's people that is allergic to seafood and stuff. Like my daughter. My daughter, I don't know. I don't think she's allergic to seafood because I know she eats fish and crab and stuff. She's allergic to, like, coconut will kill her. She's got all kinds of different allergies and stuff. And it's like, wow. Me, I don't know of none that I know of. What are you doing, Betty? What are you doing, Betty? Betty's saying we're waiting on food. Betty and Einstein's waiting on food. Well, my friends, it's about time for me to get out of here. Um, any last questions, comments, or concerns before I go? Now would be the time to type it out. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, I sat here too long running my mouth telling the story. Now I'm going to have to get up at 4 a.m. That's okay. Hey, thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all so very much. Much love to each and every one of you out there. Hey, if you haven't signed the petition, nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal, you can sign the petition at 420gym.com. It's in the description of the video. Hey, and please subscribe to my YouTube. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. And turn on live notifications. I'd really appreciate it. The 31st, 420 Gym versus Walmart and small claims. If you're in the Springfield, Missouri area and would like to see what happens, come and attend the court. We'll check it out. Till then, peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, I love you, and most of all, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you tomorrow. It don't want to let me go.